The work that we have been doing today with the Porch of the Graduate program, not only is it an immensely important work, but it has been such an eye-opening and fulfilling work. As we were just looking at the 6 qualities, it became a much larger discussion because we were talking about how these qualities not only tie into what we're doing in the classroom, but also how these qualities follow our children through middle school, through high school, and even into whether it's college or the workforce. These are also qualities that we identified as amazing qualities that teachers must and should have every day when we come into our places of work. So we were able to really dive deep into those, and we're working on creating learning targets so that every child, whether they're in kindergarten or whether they're in 12th grade, they know exactly what each of these qualities entail and how they can reach them.
It's a lot that excites me. One is recognizing that students are being introduced to possible career opportunities from kindergarten, pre-K up, so that they can start filtering through those thoughts as they matriculate through. The other thing is the idea of making sure all students are getting the same opportunities. So it's not in pockets where, this group got to do this and another group didn't, so that whatever we deem is effective and valuable will be experienced by all students. It's important because society is continually shifting, so the education that we provide for students has to shift and grow and move as the needs of those students and their families change. And the Innovative Academies of Dayton, this is the goal, to meet the needs of students so that they're prepared once they leave us to be successful in any aspect of their life, whether it's home, work, or just the community in general.
The handbook's important because it creates guidelines that we stay within. So it doesn't matter if you're at Ponance or if you're at Meadowdale, Belmont, Thurgood, Dunbar, the same message is going out to our partners so that we don't send out a message where, oh, I've heard this or I heard that, and everyone's playing on an equal playing field. I love creating the partnerships. The partnerships are going to make actually our job much easier internally. We can focus in on the teaching and getting our kids ready for the next level. Our partners are going to help us find the staff, help us get the guaranteed experiences, and make sure that our students are ready for when they leave us the Monday after graduation, they can have a job.